audience question, and it's regarding experience. And Sarah, you'll be first. The question is, how many jury trials have you been the lead counsel for?
How many jury trials have I been the lead counsel for? In my experience as an assistant state's attorney, I would count probably 3 that I have been the lead assistant state's attorney for jury trials. However, I would like to speak to experience, because the state's attorney of DeKalb County must have experience not just as a trial lawyer, because as my opponent says, that is where the rubber meets the road. But the trip starts a lot longer down, much further down. As an assistant state's attorney, I have handled every type of case as a prosecutor. Traffic, misdemeanors, domestic violence, retail thefts, felonies. But I've handled them not only as a trial assistant, I've handled them on felony review, I've handled them as a preliminary hearing assistant, I've handled them, as I said, from the moment the crime occurs. Because that's when the state's attorney gets involved. We have to work alongside the police officers. We have to hold the hand of the victim in the case. We have to bring them into court, make them feel comfortable in court, make sure that those cases are charged appropriately so that they can get through the system quickly. Make sure that those cases are brought to plea agreement or to trial as quickly as possible. I've done it myself. I've trained assistant state's attorneys in Cook County to do that, and I promise to do that for the people of DeKalb County.
I think I've handled about 60 jury trials as lead counsel, and as I understand what lead counsel means, I'm the person responsible for picking the jury, I'm the person responsible for arguing the motions, I'm the person responsible for making the opening statement, I'm the person responsible for calling the witnesses, I'm the person responsible for ensuring that the evidence is admitted properly, I'm the person responsible for cross-examining the witnesses, and finally, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the person responsible for making the closing argument. It's not easy. About 18 years ago, Judge DiMarzio appointed me to represent a gentleman over in Sycamore. This is a true story. I did my first jury trial, I think, in 1993. I had never done a jury trial before. As much as school as I'd been to, and I had 3 years in NIU law school, my client said, I'm not pleading guilty, I didn't do it, I want a jury trial. So I had to get my books together and go up and literally learn how to do a jury trial with the judge staring at me, knowing I didn't know what I was talking about. I won the trial. The problem with winning the first case, you go, wow, this is pretty easy, this is just like TV. It wasn't that easy. The problem with being a trial lawyer is you win 1, you lose 5. This is what I've been doing my entire career. I'm a person that's in the courtroom every single day. And I think until you've been the lead counsel on a major trial, until you have the family sitting beside you, until you have the defendant sitting beside you, until you endure the stress of that. And most of the major trials I've done involve liberty or incarceration, prison, or they walk out that day. This is the type of experience that I want to bring to bear as a state's attorney in this county. I've been in the fire, ladies and gentlemen. I've cried with the mothers. I've celebrated with the wives. It's a tough game, but I can do it. And this is what I've been doing, and this is what I want to do as the next state's attorney of this county.